specific sound of shrubbery scraping a window screen. You could sleep through it all, I swear you could sleep through anything. And I still see your face from time to time. I don't really mind. And I still dream about it from time to time. I don't really mind. 'Cause I'm an optimist dressed like a pessimist in this life, I guess. I'm an optimist dressed like a pessimist in this life, I guess. I'm an optimist dressed like a pessimist in this life, I guess. It doesn't have to be any sort of long goodbye. There doesn't have to be any sort of long goodbyes. And I still see your face from time to time. I don't really mind. And I still dream about it from time to time. I don't really mind. 'Cause I'm an optimist dressed like a pessimist in this life, I guess. I'm an optimist dressed like a pessimist in this life, I guess.
I am Jessica Smith, and I am a photographer.
How did you get started with photography?
It's a hard question. It was mainly just to capture my child at first, and then more people asked me to take pictures of them and friends and family in the studio, and the Lord had a plan, I guess. Lifestyle sessions, events are a lot of fun. I'm starting to really enjoy doing events. No weddings. Other than that, I'm game. Oh yeah, it was definitely 2 separate events in one day. The daytime people were fantastic, very kid friendly, all about, the arts, the music was wonderful, but it was very low key, kind of chill. However, that night it just changed. The vibe completely shifted, all about, rock and roll and bouncing around and enjoying yourself. Definitely kind of get the kids out of there by 8 o'clock situation. So it was really fun to experience that and photograph and see the different variety of shots that I got there. So that was pretty cool. To be honest, I don't want to be super big. I just want to provide memories for as many people as possible. So I know that's kind of not really an answer to your question, but we'll see where it goes. I guess that's how I feel about it. Oh, it's so hard. It's Facebook and Instagram, and that's about it. I don't have a separate website. I do have a separate booking system. So as soon as you go to my Facebook or Instagram, you'll see the book it system. Click on it. There's different sessions, different options. Not really in it for the money. Nothing's outrageously priced. I just want to, like I said, capture people's moments or do what I can. Right now I'm doing free send-off sessions for the military for people who, just have to go all of a sudden a little sooner than they had intended on going. Kind of stuff like that. It was fun. Doing Carteret at the Sky Bar. It was fun to do the live events that I did for you guys. Even the first event you guys did, which was during the day and hot and still wonderful. Like, I'm game for anything. I don't want to be like a roadie and travel and take photos or anything like that, but we'll see.
the boy my mother raised. Don't believe what the mirrors say. Don't believe what the mirrors say. Tiny rest, it's hard to find a thing. Tiny hands, it's hard to find a place. Where I may not take up too much space. But I am not the girl my father made. I am not the girl my father made. Don't believe a word they say. Don't believe a word they say. About the abyss, it will not swallow you up whole. My name is Ree Wardlow. I am Monster Strut. I started playing music. I've always sang. Words are definitely the most important part of music for me. So I've always sang. My parents got me a guitar when I was really little. I didn't utilize it or practice as well as I could have, but I definitely have always written songs to get my big feelings out. I have a lot of those. So it's a very cathartic process for me. Being able to share that with other people is something that's really neat. It's something that I value a lot. Being vulnerable with other people in that way is definitely something that I cherish a lot. It helps other people to kind of be vulnerable with me, and it's nice to be in that vulnerable club with other people. When I write songs, it's kind of like a diary entry in that I just start and it just comes out. Most of the songs that I continue to play are one-offs, like completely. I sit down with my guitar, I say some things. Sometimes I remember the songs that I wrote and I continue to play them. Sometimes they are lost to the ether where they came from and they are never heard by anyone ever again. So it's kind of like a one-off, just this is what I'm feeling. Oh, that sounded pretty good. I should probably write that down. Yeah, I grew up in Hattiesburg. I was homeschooled for a lot of my life. I got a job when I was like 16. And before that, I was like painfully shy, like nudging my friend, like, can you tell them what I want to eat at this restaurant? But having a job made me a lot more sociable with other people, and it really helped me open up because I've always worked in the service industry. And I worked at a burrito place for a really long time, from the time I was 16 till I was like, I think it was like 20 when I finally quit. But that really helped me come out of my shell and like learn how to talk to people. And, you know, I've gotten pretty good at it. I can have conversations with strangers and not be super in my shell as much as I used to be. I would have to learn how to play guitar better to do a cover gig. My favorite place to play is house shows. There's a specific place in New Orleans that my friend, it was her house, and it was called House Witterson's, and she had tons of house shows there, and that was my favorite place to play. And I feel like that's where I really gained confidence as a performer, because I wouldn't plug in most of the shows. Her house wasn't that big, and I like one specific time that I remembered that like is probably the best show I've ever played was I just like walked around the room and was singing to people individually, like just, and I went from somebody like I didn't even want to play in front of my family to like this person who's able to just walk around a room of strangers and like sing to them, like look in their eyes and sing them this song that comes from like a really emotionally vulnerable place and just share that with them. So that's definitely my favorite place that I've ever played. But I'm not picky, you know. I mean, if I'm able to play a show, I don't really care if people show up. You know, it's like I'd probably be doing this anyway, you know, and if I wasn't, it's like cool, like this motivated me to actually pick my guitar up this week and get some things out. So definitely the house shows are really nice. I wouldn't say it's an alter ego or anything, you know, it's more just like I don't want to go by my name. I don't even remember where Monster Struck came from. When I first started, like when I was very young and still very shy, I had like one show at the place that I worked at called Caliente. And then I just called myself Alice because that's what I had named my guitar. And it's funny because when I changed my Facebook music page, which I never use and don't promote anything on really, when I changed it, I just changed the name, and it's like, oh, you thought I was gone. Here I am. And I'm another person now, but I'm the same person. But no, it's definitely not something that comes from like hiding behind, you know, everybody wants a cool band name, and I'm really good at coming up with band names. So yeah, it's just, you know, something that looks nice on a flyer. Maybe people will be like, what is that? I make visual art. I have a visual art page on Facebook. It's called Some Such Things. The whole concept behind the art that I make to sell is everything's one of one. If you buy something besides like the stickers, that's the only one that's exactly like that. Another thing that I try to like kind of promote with my art is that nothing lasts forever, and you kind of have to appreciate things while you have them. But yeah, check that out too. It's Some Such Things on Facebook. It makes me face my fears. You've only seen just what I've let you see. And you're gonna see what's deep inside of me. Ain't never gonna put me in a box. Y'all look at me and think she's a little unorthodox. Just one thing I need to know before I hit that door. What do you take me for? Ain't never gonna put me in a box. You look at me and think she's a little unorthodox. Just one thing I need to know before I hit that door. What do you take me
Hi, I'm Lucinda L'Enfant, and I'm back today on the Red Radio Show, and I'm so happy because I have so much going on. Oh my goodness. I just finished the moonwalk in Biloxi, which was to dedication for Fred Hayes. He was Apollo 13 astronaut, and I had 13 days to complete that. They called me really last minute, and it was kind of fun, but also a nightmare at the same time because there was a lot of pressure to get it done. And they kept, saying, well, if you don't complete it, we can always paint back over it. And I'm like, no, I'm gonna complete it. I'm gonna do it. I can do it. I think it's definitely doable. And they'd kind of laugh about that. But I was really scared I wasn't gonna get it done because there was a lot of bad weather. We had like 2 days that I was rained out, and then I worked full time as well. So I'd run out there after work and do it, work through the weekend, 8-hour days on it. It was really interesting. But then I got to meet Fred Hayes, so that was really cool, I thought. I was really lucky with the moonwalk because the city of Biloxi actually set up a page for me doing the moonwalk for Fred Hayes on Facebook so that I could track my progress, and they really kind of pushed me to get out there on social media, which I try to do, but I really had to do it daily for them. And then I learned a lot from that. Ended up having quite a few followers on some of my other social media sites like TikTok. And a matter of fact, for my next project, I'm doing the Crab Walk Crosswalk in Biloxi by the Piece by Piece quilting place. I'm going to do the best I can to try to do as many progress videos as I can because people get really excited about it and they actually stop by and try to help out if they can. And I haven't had that in the past, so it's really kind of, it's fun. No, I have another crosswalk after the Crab Walk, which is like going to be fish that I paint. I love painting fish anyway, so it's going to be a lot of fun. And these are like really quick projects I'm going to knock out. Then we have Lost Fest on April 23rd in Ocean Springs by Mosaics, and I'm going to be doing some live painting there. And I do have a utility box coming up in Hattiesburg. I am so busy that I cannot remember my schedule.
I remembered.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to try to do that. I'm having some issues getting the dimensions for the box. I've been emailing them and trying to get in touch with them because gas being so expensive. I kind of want to know what size it is because I'm going to, for that particular pattern, it's the pelican painting that I did. I want to use a pounce pad method to put that on there since I can't have a projector out there, and I want the proportions to be really good. So, yeah. Yes, I got encouraged by some folks to do a Redbubble account. So now I have, I think I have about 3 paintings on there, and you can get them printed on t-shirts, stickers, magnets, and all kind of things. I mean, unfortunately, you only get a very small amount of money from that, but at least you get something, and it's pretty cool to see like your art on different things. It's kind of like a vanity thing. I like it. I am very active on TikTok, and for some reason there was that huge uptick with the crab walk this weekend where I've never had so many viewers, and I got like 149 followers in one day. And I mean, usually like I have like 5 views on my videos, so I got 16K on, yeah, it was the preparation video when I first got there and was still positive and everything. I wasn't upset yet. It was freezing, y'all. It was terrible. But, I was showing the crosswalk, and I showed, where I was at and talked about the project a little bit, and people were just really, really excited. So I'm going to continue to try to produce as many videos as I can for TikTok. Some of that, it's time consuming, and it's kind of hard to keep up with. And while you're painting a project, it's hard to film yourself doing stuff like that sometimes, but it's a lot of fun.
I find it's a different way to kind of like just journal, really. Like I look at it like a journal.
And I find that the more you personally talk on the videos, the more views you will get, the more personable you are. If you're just making videos like time-lapse videos like I've done on other projects, yes, people will watch it, but it doesn't get picked up as much and pushed out to the public. So you have to really get on there and talk, and sometimes I don't like to do that. Well, I'm glad to be back today on the Red Radio Show, and I hope that many people see this and are able to hire me for more murals possibly, or paintings, or any kind of commission. Really excited to be getting more and more projects publicly out there in the community. It's a lot of fun.
I fell asleep, floating down Black Creek. I had the sweetest dream, you were next to him, kissing on me. I was loaded on PBR into my son. Mother Nature looked out for me. But honey, you are the sweetest dream. Wish I could, but I can't do much of nothing. I fell asleep.